What's good, YouTube? You know who it is, just incredible. First of all, happy belated Thanksgiving. I hope everyone was able to spend time with their loved ones, or even if you have a Friendsgiving, whatever you did to come together. And I have to say, I know this is going to be like contrary to popular belief. I don't eat turkey on Thanksgiving. I eat turkey, but not really. This past Thanksgiving, spent it with someone very special. Thank you, Teeny. By the way, that's kind of like why I have these back here, to give you a quick story. By the way, I'm going to go over a new pickup that I got, which is my G.I. Joe Classified Night Force. So real quick, I want to tell you a quick story. So I love Christmas almost as much as I do Halloween. It teeter-totters. So anyway, I took my decorations out for Halloween. I put the Thanksgiving and Christmas ones back into my garage. And I don't always have a good habit of locking my garage, especially when there's things in there I don't think that are worth stealing. Long story short, someone stole all of my fucking ornaments from my tree. And at first I was like, oh, well, that's that. But then I started to realize there were four, not even these. Like, I did have a Skeletor and I wanted to kind of get different ones each year, but there were four special ornaments that I had, one of which was my god niece's first Christmas. Now I'm gonna get that remade again eventually, but still, you know, first of all, I don't even like being stolen from. I don't give a fuck if you steal $1. Oh God, if I ever catch somebody, it's gonna be like they are gonna suffer the wrath of everyone who's ever stolen from me. So anyway, so Teeny got me these for my birthday, and I really appreciate them. So the first one, as you saw, was Optimus Prime. Never had him, and so it goes without saying I'm going to take, much, better care of these and not leave them outside in storage or anywhere where people can steal them. Because the ornaments, I don't give a damn. They were just ones that you buy in a bulk. She replaced the Skeletor that I had, and I picked him up on a whim at first, but I really liked, if you don't know, purple's my favorite color, and I liked that. And then last but not least, Gizmo. So yeah, I look forward to buying a few more different ornaments each year. I like to get different ornaments. Also, before I jump into this, if you have not, first of all, shout out to those who have for the Toys for Tots. I'm not trying to be one of those this is the time of year, but we really do get fast paced. And I'm not saying you have to, but just think, I love getting the little angel trees more than I do like the Toys for Tots, which I kind of do that, but it's just generic. I like to pick one and I could just picture the little kid asking, I want this, and I fucking love it. I love it. I fucking love it. So don't forget to do something special. Even if the 11 months of our lives we're just bah humbug. I'm not sponsored or anything. I'm just talking to you. I can talk shit, so I'm going to talk about that. So anyway, moving on. I was able to, look what I got, fam. I might make that the thumbnail. I didn't pre-order this, and as you've seen, oh my God, Night Force is really the sub. Night Force and Iron Grenadiers, or Grenaders, however you want to pronounce it. I say Grenadiers. Is definitely my favorite subgroups, and I really love this. I also love this Quarrel figure. Never heard of her, but I heard of her before the toy was announced because I like to watch these AI generated YouTube videos with music and stuff. It's pretty badass, and it had Quarrel on there. Hair was a little bit different, but yeah, I liked the figure. So didn't pre-order this. Sold out everywhere. But like I've mentioned in my videos about, just periodically checking, or I didn't go, when I'm in the wild, I'll kind of look, but mainly I had it saved in my Walmart list so that when it goes back up for, to buy, I can buy it. And so I'll sometimes, when I think about it, periodically check, and if it was out, it was just out. And if I never ended up getting this, that would have kind of been oh, boo, but I really wouldn't give a shit. I would not take to the streets how come I didn't get mine? Because I could have pre-ordered it. It was very much able to be pre-ordered when it first launched, but I was like, nah. But yeah, so I went there, it was on there. before I went to Vegas for Thanksgiving and my birthday slash. I ordered them, came back, and there they were. And so, like, as you've seen, this Falcon's face, everything about this Falcon is badass. Now, I was considering just putting this helmet on this figure, but then putting this head sculpt on my Falcon figure. But you know what? I'm gonna own that marionette for now. For now, just because he looks too cool, man. Like I like these, but I don't really like these. Like there's just no personalities, and I don't troop build, so I might and I might not. But man, like I would damn near put this on the other Falcon before this one. Like this one is just, I freaking love it. I freaking love it. So yeah, he comes with his little backpack, which, as we all know, G.I. Joe backpacks are gonna do what backpacks do. The only backpack I've gotten so far that I like is still Nemesis Enforcer. This one is actually not bad. This is a lot better. It's not really flimsy. I don't feel like that bitch is gonna come off. Like, you know, if you have classifieds, you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna say this is not like that. However, the little black lights, the little red lights that come with Tunnel Rat and this guy, like, there's nowhere to really stow them. There is right here on this belt loop, but I'm like, I don't really care. Like, all these extra weapons are gonna be in the weapons locker. So I did pre-order that Trench Viper just because I don't like. I want to world build with that. If you want to know, it's Honey Jack. I want to world build, and I'm liking the way this world building is going. Hashtag literally almost no regrets on anything that I've purchased classified wise. And then I don't even know what to like. I feel like it was just like, I mean, she really is a character, so I can't say like, no, you know, I mean, it's like the Scorpion and Sub-Zero syndrome. Her, Glinda, and and Scarlet is just like, just different heads, same person, different heads, which that's normally the case, but this is like super spot on. Like, oh my goodness, like, why, you know, there's nowhere for me to even store her crossbow. I do like the quill, but nah, I guess, I don't know. But I want her with a pistol, because on the video I was watching, she was on a Ninja with a pistol, or she was on a Kawasaki. I doubt that was a Ninja, but it was yeah, it looked badass. She looked like quote unquote basic, but does everybody in special forces and stuff and who's like serving, do they all gotta have on super tactical gear? No, like that's what I liked about it. Her head is pretty basic. She's got on the earpiece. She looked like she's, you know, by the book, but I picture her, you know, with a pistol. I don't even picture her with a crossbow. The only reason why she's holding a crossbow and why I got it like that is because I picture her on a motorcycle. But I'm just gonna put her on a knife force shelf next to Flint. That's gonna kind of be weird. Him next to my Flint. Is Flint Night Force? Let me see. I do not believe so. So I believe my last. Flint is my Tiger Force. Yeah. So no, he'll look good, but maybe. I don't know. I'll play with it. But here's 2 more Night Force figures for my G.I. Joe collection. Once again, I'm just loving the G.I. Joe from Hasbro, or whoever gets it. I don't really give a damn who gets it. If I can get her to stand up, which I probably can't. I'll eventually get her to. Ugh, so annoying. You know what? You lay down. I don't give a shit. So, I saw today that the Ecto-1 and Ecto-1 Alpha funded. I gotta say, like, I was half and half. I was almost kind of hoping it wouldn't, so I didn't have to pay like $450. Shit, now there is a dilemma. It really is. Like, do I still want to back that? Because, like I said previously, I feel like the hype for me has died down tremendously. Had it been 2 years ago, hands down, yes, I'd be excited. I'm not excited. Me personally, I feel like I'm just getting it because it's a check off in my collection. But after those two half-ass rollouts of the smaller scale Ecto-1 and the Ecto-1 Alpha from not Frozen Empire, but the newer movies, I don't care. I just really don't feel like so I have 2 days to decide if I'm gonna cancel. I've been selling a lot of stuff, so I might sell that other Ecto-1, like the clean version that's not from the newer movies. And that way I can have Afterlife, there we go. That way I can have the Afterlife Ecto-1 or Ecto-1 Alpha, I think it was, but I can have the Afterlife that the kids drove with the rust on it. I can have the 6-inch scale, because I don't really know the measurements still, even after hearing it, the 1/4 and all, no. So the 6-inch scale most definitely is going to be my Ghostbusters 2. Actually, you know what? Maybe I do need all 3 of them now that I think about it. Damn, because while Ecto-1 is cool and all and iconic, I mean, like, dude, I'm a more for my money. Like, dude, I don't know. I want every light, every bell, every whistle, everything that comes. I want that damn thing to be super mode. Like, I do not want the basic Ecto-1. And shoo, I wish I could afford both, but that would just be, there's other things I can allot that money towards. So especially with Christmas coming up, because yes, I do, like, it's not even just like the kids, like from different friends, loved ones, significant others, family. I like to Christmas shop, and I love it when there's people that I know what to get for. Like, Teeny, I know exactly what I'm gonna get you. At least one of the few things I'm gonna get you. But anyway, so yeah, I will definitely, probably more than likely, still get it. I just sold my McFarlane Avatar figures, and selling various things. Speaking of McFarlane, someone said, you know, they made a comment. First, I didn't get what they meant. I was like, are they talking about the price? Because I forgot what I said as I was listening to my video that I made about the Batwing. When I said he's batting at least 27 for 30, it was like, what, with the vehicles? I'm saying literally, like, that is kind of funny, but to include the vehicles. Like, everything that has the McFarlane brand on it is what I'm talking about. Like, as a whole, like, how much have we really, like, when it comes to the figures, I mean, they've pretty much been the same, if not, like, some have been upgraded, but other than, like, paint decos and, like, the paint apps, and, like, even with, like, some of the older figures, there were some, like, Warhammer where McFarlane, like, would shine, and now it seems cheap, but, like, look at the Bat, I don't even have it anymore, I sold it to put that Batman up. When you look at the Batman from Detective Comics, like one of his first Batman that came out, it's really not that fucking impressive. Like, not at all. And finally, that Superman from Action Comics, like his first Superman from the comics that he released that had the plastic cape, now that's the same Superman but with a cloth cape, like, it's the same if not superior. Like, so it is what it is. Like, I still, even going back, I don't even like the articulation on that in his pen. So yes, I'm gonna say McFarlane never really tried to, from what I've observed. And like I said, I'm in his Spawn line, I'm in his DC Direct line, I am in his DC Multiverse line. Those are the only, and then I did have his Avatar, but like, I sold that off, and I liked that line. But yes, fuck yes, vehicles, to include his Marvel statues, because those look, I don't even like to say amazing. I feel like your boy just ruined that fucking word. You ever see Princess Bride? I don't think that word means what you think it does. Like, everything is amazing when it just be like some regular ass trash. I'm sorry. But those statues they are legit amazing. Like, I have a buddy who, like, really is into the comic collecting, graded and all, and I think graded is somewhat overrated in my opinion. We can talk about it offline or something, but to me it is. But he is really into it, like, into it. He retired like 2 years ago, but I remember when he would see my collection stuff, he kind of wanted more like the statues. So I told him, like, to go with his comics, you know, like, instead of having a bunch of shit, just like onesie twosies, just to, like, you know, show, you know, your nerd side. And I was like, at that time, I was like, Marvel Select, go Marvel Select, especially for Magneto or something, because they are like larger scale. and like some of them have little dioramas and stuff like that. But when McFarlane started doing the little Marvel statues, like those are beautiful. Those are amazing. Like even in person, like I have no interest in that shit, but they look so good. I damn near want to grab them each time I see them. Like no bullshit. So his statues, a lot of his McFarlane Spawn figures. I keep saying she Spawn because I'm looking at her, and she is still to this day one of my favorite Spawn figures. But a lot of his Spawns, there's been more great Spawn, in my opinion, for the past 3 years, Spawn figures than trash ones. Looking at you, Overkill. Oh my God, Cygor. Ugh. But that's what I'm saying. Like there'll be like onesie twosies with a diaper, but it's never trying to be something it was never set out to be. It's not like he tried to, give us something great and then like, here's his trash. And 90% of the stuff that's trash in his figures is the paint work. Like, because it'll be a figure like that Slade Wilson, that thing is like the Arkham Knight. Mwah. Damn, I wish I could have got my hands on that. I wasn't collecting at the time. But then I forget which the other one was. I had to kind of paint it. That came out like 2 years ago, but then the one that came out like the beginning of this year, it had like no paint. That was just, oh my God, no, fuck no. So that's what I mean, like batting 27 for 30 when it comes to everything. Now, if you could be a little bit more specific, like for every one figure you say that is terrible, I will name 10 that are great and some that I want to get, but I just won't. Like today I was in GameStop. Had the entire collection of the Dawn of Justice. I have no interest in the live action movies except for particular ones like I mentioned when it comes to the Batman movies like Jack Nicholson Joker or Christopher Reeve Superman. No interest in like the Henry Cavill, but they hadn't had that cloth cape. It looks so premium in the box, and that's normally what I would fall for. Like Wonder Woman, I still have the movie Wonder Woman, so I'm like, why do I need to get another one? If I ever want to open her, just fucking open her, right? I have like the comic Wonder Woman. I don't really like it that much. Hips are, it's just not that great. Out of a 10, I give it a 6 at best. 5, it's 5. No, 5 at best, 4.5 at worst. So, yeah, I wanted to get them. They all looked wonderful, but there's only one McFarlane figure in the DC multiverse that I want right now, that I have that cloth Superman, and that is the Robin that comes with the Batman and Robin, where Dick Grayson, I have that Batman, to where it shows, and this was where Batman was supposedly dead after Final Crisis, where Dick Grayson took on the mantle, and then now we have Damian as Robin. So it was kind of like the first real writing of him being Robin, if I remember correctly. It's been like 11 plus years. But I want that. They had a variant. My GameStop, the one I mainly go to, always has variants. It like always has like the Captain Boomerang variant, but I would prefer the regular. Mr. Terrific, when I go to Best Buy, I don't want the variant. I want the basic, platinum. I don't want the chaser, the chase. I don't want the chase. I want some, I don't like the chase variant. Like I want the variant, just because it's a chaser don't mean I want it. Like I'm not, I'm good. So they did have a chase variant, and he had like a white cape on. I'm like, fuck that. Like, give me that Robin, so I can sell the other one I have from the New 52, which used to be my go-to, but now it's like going back to it. It's like it's not as good. The Nightwing, the original Nightwing, the first version of Nightwing that McFarlane made like maybe 4 years ago, damn near. That thing was so, crazy priced secondary market when I was collecting heavily into DC Multiverse. Then I found it for $19 at this TNT, and it had all the pieces. But then I realized I kind of like my Gotham Knights better. All I did was really paint the feet so it's not white. And I like my Gotham Knights one better, just me personally. So I've had his older ones that are supposed to be the more superior, and I've let those go. I had that Batgirl from, I forget what comic that was from. Was it No, I forget what it was, but it was like the Batgirl, like the quintessential Batgirl that came, the first Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. But then they re-released her again with the Killing Joke. I kept the Killing Joke one because I had that one, but I was like, nah. And if they ever release her with a cloth cape like they did, what's her name? With Orphan, aka Cassandra Cage, aka the new Batgirl, I will buy her. So that's what I meant. Yes, McFarlane as a whole with his vehicles, like everything that has the McFarlane brand is batting, because I can't just say that's not for me. Like, he does sports shit too. Like, I'm just not in that field, but what I've seen looks good. So, and I've not heard really complaints like the quality sucks. It's the same, like, basic up and down quality, give or take a notch or below. That's what I'm saying. To me, it's 27 out of 30, man. I'm so fucking serious. The only thing that sucks is some of the distribution and some of the pricings, which are far and few between. So in this post, in this post-Rona age, a lot of his figures are kind of easy to come by now. Like, not super easy, but not as hard as they once upon a time used to be. So yeah, I gotta say that is awesome. So I look forward to getting my Batmobile from Batman and Robin. I'm gonna get it from GameStop to get military discount and use my points, because I still believe in getting the premium membership. It pays for itself for me. So anyway, hope y'all like this video. Hope you're able to go out and find yourself this 2-pack. I saw that in the original stuff from like her original release with the little 3/4 inch figures, she was on the Ram cycle. So I'm going to take, what's his name? I think it's I'm basically gonna take him off, the guy that came with it, and put her on there, because they're both Night Force. So I'm gonna put her on there and let her be on the Ram cycle. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed this video. My advice for Falcon alone, buy this set. Buy this set. It's a damn shame they didn't give us an extra head. You know, how great would that have been? You know what? Damn, that would have like elevated a lot had they just known, okay, it wasn't our fault. They said it was like the factory or some shit, but gave us another head to go with our other Falcon. You know what? I'd be like, you didn't have to, but thank you. But they didn't, so whatever. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe. Hoo-yah.